comments are always negative. It's hard to be like, will this do good? People will just have very strong opinions about it.
They're so negative. Coming back.
Welcome to your favorite podcast. It's Full Coverage with your host, Laura Lee and...
Manny Hey.
Hey.
Hi, you guys. What'd you think of our new intro?
It's activated.
It's live. It's activated now.
Good thinking. She's a thinker.
Isn't it slay?
It's so slay.
Can we have this slay conversation?
We love our new
because
intro.
This intro is giving boots and it's giving down.
We're working every day to elevate this podcast, okay?
1%?
1%.
Where's that 1% rule at? Where are you at?
I don't know,
honestly,
that new intro is giving 10%.
It's giving 10.
It's giving 10.
And plus us redoing this space, another 10.
Yes, I gotta harass.
We're gonna harass more.
I gotta harass.
We're gonna
get
harass
that one
more.
going. I'm like, you just reminded me.
You're like, oh, great. Here we go.
I need to send a text.
But we are always like trying to elevate the podcast.
We are.
You know, we always want it to be like great. And also even our little ad cuts look cooler.
Yeah.
Even the ads, watch them.
Manny's trying to get you to see.
You can watch them.
Okay, so this week we decided to skip rapid fire, but do a different type of rapid fire because it's still a hot topic.
It's a hot topic.
But we're gonna hone
more of a deep dive on a hot topic.
Miss Kylie. We're gonna gather. Now, there's been a lot of speculation with her brands, the failure of them, the end of them, and we want to deep dive as to what's going on and give you guys some details on that. But first, peaks and pits.
Wait, you know actually, but first I want to give you this little candy.
Oh.
So I bought this candy on TikTok shop and I really like it. It's a sour candy.
We gotta get you off TikTok.
We do. I actually need to be arrested. These are from Mama V's. These are candies made with love. And I want you to try one because you're not really like a sour candy girly. But these are like some of my favorite.
Why is there so much for our listeners? It's just coated in this.
It's covered in
blue powder.
The blue powder I feel like is the sourness of it. So I'm going to give you a red one. Like a good old.
Thank you.
A red. Not even that coated.
It has a nice layer.
Yes, absolutely. Tyler came in too. Get up in here.
Ty and Mandy.
Wait, I want you to do it with Tyler.
Okay.
Thanks so much to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. You guys, Shopify is the best all-in-one commerce platform capable of handling your business's complexities.
Honestly, you might be thinking it's going to be such a headache migrating my business from one platform over to Shopify, but it's actually not because the Shopify store has everything you need to migrate your products, orders, customers, and more. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/fullcoverage. That's all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/full coverage. Shopify.com/full coverage. Thank you to L'Oreal for sponsoring this episode of Full Coverage. This podcast is presented by Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal Paris. Do you want to know what my go-to mascara has been lately, Manny?
What is it?
The L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise Mascara. Have you tried it?
Yeah, girl, it's so freaking good.
The
volume.
It gives you length too. So it's so rare that a mascara actually gives you that length and volume.
Also, I feel like the clean girl vibe, baby, it's out. Like let's bring the big bold lashes back because truly I am a lash queen.
You can order Lash Paradise now on Amazon.
Support for today's episode comes from One Skin. You guys, if you have sensitive skin, you know how hard it can be to find a product that doesn't really irritate your skin. But today's sponsor, One Skin, makes it so much easier. Their topical supplements are formulated with soothing ingredients and natural antioxidants. Plus, they're gentle enough to use every day, even if you have sensitive skin. Get started today with 15% off using code FULL at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code FULL. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Let me tell you something.
Ty and Mandy love sour candy.
Some of my favorite. Tyler, get in here.
Yeah, come on.
Just sit in here.
Just scooch
I need
in.
you to experience.
This looks like crystal meth.
It does look like crystal.
It does look like crystal meth off Breaking Bad. Manny, have you
I've
ever
seen Breaking Bad?
Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank God.
You're like, God damn it, you
I
better
was really about to go off on you.
I know. I knew you were gonna feel like that. I'll take one too.
Which color did you try?
I gave Laura a blue.
A
Sorry,
red.
a red. Take a red, take a blue. Ready? Cheers. Bon appetit.
Bone apple tea.
Bone apple tea.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, the fact that you didn't warn us.
I said it was the most sour candy.
I'm in another dimension.
Oh my god, y'all. Holy shit. Time to have another one. I love sour candy though.
I'm not back.
No. Laura's like, that's battery acid.
That was battery acid.
Holy shit.
That was battery acid.
These, you guys, are fucking crack to me. I don't know what there's something in these.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You cannot have more than 2 of those in your lifetime.
It tastes like Warhead.
They are, I think they're more sour than Warhead.
They are more sour than Warheads because I'll fuck with a Warhead.
Uh-huh.
That's more sour than a Warhead.
They are, like, I think they're one of the, like, candy-wise, they're one of my most sour candies.
I had to leave my body.
You left your body. You actually had an extraterrestrial experience.
An exorcism.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me an exorcism. If there was a demon in there,
What'd you think?
that sour got the demon out.
Good. Just checking my face. What did you think?
I hated it.
I knew. I was like, Laura's not really like a sour candy girly, but these are so sour that I'm like, you know what? Maybe you can go like, you don't like sour, but it's so sour that it can go around to liking
all the way
it.
around.
All the way around to
all
like,
the way around to poison. He poisoned me. Poison. It's funny. You, Aaron, and Tyler love sour candy. Like that's
so good.
The 3 of y'all and I don't really even like sweets like that. Like I will take like some chips.
You'll take chips 100%.
But I like chocolate better than sour.
Yes.
Girl. If it is blue, it's not for you. And you is me.
Oh my god! If you guys like sour candy, like really sour candy, you'll really like them. But I'll like, let's say I can have like 6 or 7 in a sitting. But then like my mouth starts to get a little burny.
Those with the chamoy hit. But see, that is spicy. Like you
It's
know, that's
different,
like
savory.
It's savory, and that's what I like.
There's
with
like a
the
tang
chamoy.
to it. Chamoy is like a very specific flavor.
Manny wants me to do 23andMe. Chamoy reminded me.
Why? Because Latinx.
It's Latinx.
You guys, I was telling Laura, I was like, I want us to do 23andMe just to like know what we are. Because people, let me tell you something. When I'm out with Laura, they're like, Latina. They think Laura is Latina down.
Wait,
like that she's
comment
literally.
It said,
yeah, I screenshot a comment that was like, damn, Laura's more Mexican than Manny, and Manny's Mexican. And I'm like,
it had so many likes.
I know. And I'm like, literally like, yeah. Like, this is like a normal occurrence. Like, Laura is the Latina one of the 2 of us.
I do
and
carry.
so I'm like, Laura, I was like, I feel like there has to, you carry us on your fucking back. I feel like if we did a 23andMe, there would have to be some Latinx in there. Something. Some like indigenous Mexico.
Yes.
Like something wild.
Something wild's in there.
So I'm like, let's do
He's
it. And
like-
she's like,
I was like, I don't want to.
I don't want the government to have my
DNA. Sorry,
Which I do understand actually, because I didn't really
Manny
think about
goes,
that.
are you thinking they're going to clone you?
I did think that.
You took it. I actually don't think they're going to clone me though.
What, I was like confused. I was like, well, why not?
I don't think. Oh, I just watch a lot of murder documentaries.
yeah.
Also, listen, people get so interested in how many family members they have out there. I don't want to know. And if you find out you're a family member of mine,
Don't tell
we're good.
me.
We're good.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Uh-huh.
Not interested. I mean, it's okay to not be interested in that.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. And then I watch murder documentaries where they always pull the 23andMe without asking. Like they can go in and the government can
And find
use
your
it.
shit.
And so like they're like, oh, you have a distant cousin that we think murdered somebody. Can you put it? It's just crazy
And
how
you're like,
they'll
"Bitch, I'll talk
use
to them."
it. I'm like, ciao. I don't know.
I get that though. I do
But
understand.
there's just
Like,
so
there's
many
something weird
ways
about it.
they use it.
Uh-huh.
Whenever it's just supposed to be information for you, it's actually used so many ways. So I'm like, I'm
What
good.
they should do is have like a thing where you can like check, be like, do not put me in a database, or like do not put me.
Everyone would check it, so they're not even going to give you that option.
I
You know what I
Everyone
mean?
would be like, yeah, bitch, don't fucking use my DNA,
Yeah, and then they would.
and they would.
So here we are. What's the peak or pit?
Okay, peak. My peak and pit is like kind of combined.
Love it.
Peak pride, just in general. Like I'm so excited. I'm happy that it's Pride Month. I love Pride Month. I am on the gondolas right now with Covergirl and Sally Hansen.
So
with
amazing.
Glad, which I'm really, really proud and excited
Really
about.
cool.
Like I'm able to be like the face, like one of the faces of like their Pride campaign, which is like really honestly a huge honor, and I feel so privileged and blessed to do that. Covergirl hasn't had like a male ambassador since James in 2016.
Wow, come on, Covergirl.
So like the fact that I'm able to do this like and be on like their gondolas with them and Sally Hansen and Glad is like really cool. Like that I get to work with them. And just work with Sally, like they're such a great team, and I've gone to the Glad Awards with them the last like 3 years in a row. So it's been like a really cool, just genuine partnership, and it's nice that it's like Pride Month and just getting to celebrate just a hair more than usual. You
I
know
love
what I mean?
that for you. That's
I
so
love it.
amazing.
But then my pit, I'll say after you say your peak.
Oh, okay. Well, my peak is Minim LA. We have a drop today.
Yay! Hey. What are we dropping?
Well, the headband I'm wearing right now.
Laura, when I saw this in your story last night, I screamed.
Did you see our pictures?
Yes. Or maybe you posted this morning. I just saw
no,
that.
it was
I saw
last
it.
night. It was last night.
I was literally like, a cute headband?
I'm a headband fanatic, so it
You
only
are.
made sense to make our own. They're so nice. So they come in 3 different colors. We have white heather, which is the gray, and then we have black. You're going to see me wear them nonstop. I wear these anyways nonstop.
All the time.
All the time, babes.
The
Also,
cute
my
headbands.
roots are gray right now, so just know.
So this is just it's a hidden effect.
It is. It's
I
to hide the
love
grays.
them. I think they look beautiful. I think they look really,
Thank
really
you.
nice.
I love them too. There's such an easy way to like style your hair, and you can wear them with so much. So we're coming out with those. We're also dropping a bunch of new clothes as well, like all
Hell
in
yeah.
one. So that's actually up and live right now on minimla.co.
I'm
if you guys want
obsessed.
to check it out. Also, we like gutted our warehouse. I spent my whole weekend, me and Ty up here gutting our warehouse and redoing everything, sweating like a pig.
Ooh.
And part of me was like, people literally think owning a small business is me walking in a cute outfit.
And you're like,
yes, you
you
do that.
you do
do that. Approved. Not approved. That ain't none of it, honey.
Not when you're self-ran.
It's me sweating like a pig with no makeup on in my warehouse, lifting 40-pound boxes over my head and being sore for the week. That is owning a small business. Sweeping out dust and cleaning the grime and getting, pallets organized is owning a small business. So sometimes when people are like, I want to work for your business, I'm like, I feel like sometimes people say that because they see this glorified version of it, which is the front facing. I'm like, working for a small business, you have to wear so many hats. Even our employees adapt and they wear so many hats. And like our employees, some are here to pack orders. They run so many big parts of our business, are such a huge part of our team because we're small. Like we don't have these huge divisions with people under people and people and layers. Like, so running a small business is quite a lot of work.
It's a journey.
You really got to think about it before you say you want to work for one. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, absolutely.
But anyways, I'm really excited for this launch. I'm so excited for something new. And yeah, that's just my peak, babe.
That's a great peak.
It's a great peak. We've been working really hard and here we are. What's your pick?
Use code MANNYMUA.
Yes, you guys can use code MANNYMUA on Minim for anything. So
you save a little coin. That's an extra coin, you guys. Get the freaking headbands.
Get the headbands.
Because they're nice. I remember when I was like, I think the ruffled headbands are ugly.
Yeah.
And people were like, Laura wears headbands. Those headbands. I was like, no, she doesn't. She wears cute ones.
And these are the cute ones.
These are the cute ones. She wears cute ones like this.
This is our white one. Also, they're I like them a little wider. This gives people an option, but if you're like, it's too wide, flip it under. It's what I do. Sometimes I literally flip it under and just make it smaller.
Give it more. Okay, got it. Just make it a little like.
Yep, you can fold it.
I love it. My pit.
Give it to us.
I haven't even told Laura this story, so I told her. I literally was like, Laura, I'm gonna tell you this on the podcast because it happened Sunday. This is Tuesday, and I was like, I'm gonna tell you like live in person so that you guys get the reaction, then you get the same thing. So remember how I told you like the biggest like bane of my existence during Pride is like pool parties.
Oh yes.
With like white hotties, and when I say white hotties, I mean like clones of each other, like white boys that only hang out with muscle white boys.
Roided up, babes.
Yes, like roided white gays that only hang out with roided white gays in Speedos. Like it's very much like a clique almost. Like it's a very specific thing. So a friend of mine, who is a friend now, but we actually used to date like in the past. He invited me. He's like, you should come over. Like I'm hanging out at my friend's place. Come over. We're having like a mini pool party. And I was like, cool. And the thing is, like, we dated and we flirt here and there, and we always will be like, we'll send each other like photos, like not appropriate photos, by the way, but we'll send each other pics. I'm not sending dick pics, Laura.
Do you not send dick pics?
No, because of like me being a creator. I never send
it will
dick pics.
go around.
Because the thing is, I used to send dick pics when I was like younger,
but like
since
they will
I'm
be
scared
on
they're gonna
Twitter in a
circulate.
heartbeat.
Yes, and I'm scared they're gonna circulate.
And I will retweet it.
Oh, how dare you report that shit?
I block
so
I
don't do that anymore since I became a creator.
Right.
But I'll send like an ass pic here and there. Like that's like to me that's literally like, girl, okay, come on.
Child.
I'm not sending whole. I'm not sending whole pics.
No
So
holes.
I was like flirting with him and he's like, you should come over and like we can hang out. And I was like, great. I literally was like, oh wait. Thanks so much to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. You guys, Shopify is the best all-in-one commerce platform capable of handling your business's complexities, no matter how big you grow. Honestly, you guys, it makes it so much easier to sell your products.
Honestly, you might be thinking too, it's going to be such a headache migrating my business from one platform over to Shopify, but it's actually not, because the Shopify store has everything you need to migrate your products, orders, customers, and more over to their e-commerce platform.
Me and Laura are humongous fans of Shopify. We use it for both our businesses, Minim LA and Lunar Beauty.
Yes.
And honestly, we're massive fans, and it's been such a great platform for us to use for our businesses because we are like social media girlies. So the fact that it's like online, social media, and beyond, it's literally the perfect app for it.
Sign up today for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/full coverage. That's all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/full coverage. Shopify.com/full coverage. This episode of Full Coverage is brought to you by BetterHelp. When life goes fast, it's important to take a moment to celebrate your wins and make adjustments for the rest of your year. Therapy can help you take stock of your progress and set achievable goals for the next 6 months.
And that's what we have, Miss BetterHelp over here, you guys. BetterHelp is online therapy made so easy. And honestly, you guys, I'm a huge advocate for therapy. I've been in therapy several times in my life. Shit, I'm about to start going back.
That's right.
I'm gonna need some help. So the fact that we are able to do something like this online, it just makes it so much easier to do BetterHelp rather than having to go to the doctor's office, make appointments. It just can be such a mess.
You can just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can also switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So take a moment, visit betterhelp.com/full coverage today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/full coverage.
Because we'd be flirting and we're like talking. We've even talked about like going on another date potentially, or just kind of like rekindling something. So I get there and it's literally what I told you I hated.
Was it?
Where it was literally like,
oh my God,
guys like that kind of look the same.
Copy
like kind
paste.
of in Speedo, like kind of just having
bodybuilder.
Yes, just like that vibe, right? So it's that vibe. I see him and we're like talking. He's like, oh, I just took some shroom chocolates. And I was like, work, like sounds cool, like good for you. He's like, yeah, like they're just hitting me right now. And I'm like, cool. Great. I know like
By the way, shrooms are very popular in LA.
Oh my God, they're like
marijuana out here.
It's like weed out here.
Everywhere.
So just like, oh
it's
yeah.
everywhere.
To me, I was just like, okay, work, dude. Like sounds good. So I'm with him. He takes me to like this group that's like kind of by the side. There's like maybe 7 guys that are like chilling. They're not even actually in like swimwear. They're just like, they just look like clones of each other. And I was just like chatting with him and I like look to them and they literally look at me and they're like,
no.
They up and down me and they like look to the side and keep talking amongst themselves. They didn't say hi to me, didn't introduce themselves to me. And I was like, this is literally like my worst fucking nightmare.
You hate it here.
This is why I hate these things. Like this is why I get social anxiety. I don't like to feel like out of place in those situations because I already know what it's like. I'm already like very well aware. I don't fit like that mold. So to me, I'm kind of like, why am I even here? So he's getting high, right? He's literally starting to get high. And
he's activating.
He like keeps like wandering off and doing his own thing, and I'm literally like, I don't like really know anyone at this pool party. And luckily, I did see 2 of my friends that were in the jacuzzi.
Okay.
So I went over there, put my feet in, and I was just like kind of chatting with them.
Perfect.
If they weren't there, I'm not kidding you, I would have left. Like,
who were
right
the people you
there.
took a picture with? Was that some of your friends?
That was like the day. That was 2 days before.
Child, you be in the streets,
Laura,
man.
that was 2 days before.
Jesus
that was
Christ.
something that to
I
me
thought
that
was the pool party.
No. That was lovely. And the thing is, I had a lovely experience on that Friday pool thing. So I was like, I'm gonna do another one. I felt brave.
It got you going.
I felt fucking brave. So I'm there, whatever, and I'm talking with them. And then so I go to the side, talk to the guy I went to go see. He's like chatting with other guys. I'm like chatting with him. He goes off to something else. He goes into the jacuzzi. There's literally maybe like 9 guys in the jacuzzi.
Damn.
And so I like talk to someone else because he has a dog. So I'm like talking with him. I'm like, oh my God, he has a dog. Like I can hang out over here and I feel safe. And we're gonna safe territory. It looked just like Zaya too. So I was talking to him and he's like, oh, things are happening in the jacuzzi. I look to the guy said that and I was like, really? So I go look. And like, it looks like the guys are all giving each other handies under the water.
Shut the fuck up.
And the guy that I went to go see is like literally there and he's like doing this in the water. And I was like,
And you got in, didn't you?
no, I didn't. 'Cause I feel so, I felt so
I just imagine you
out of it. I was literally
diving in like, ooh, free handy.
handy.
Count me in.
So I literally looked at him, I was like, they're like, really? Because like I saw in the thing, there's like 2 couples in there. And he's like, yeah, like most of everyone's open here.
Okay.
Like everyone just shares.
Swingers
one another.
party.
And I literally was like,
Pineapples.
oh my God. So that's happening. So I, like some people get out, whatever. I go to like put my feet in, just kind of like chilling. And there's another boy on top of the guy I went to go see his like lap, and he's like holding him and like kind of caressing him. And I literally was like, why the fuck am I here if we're not even gonna like flirt and like hang out while I'm here? Like, why even invite me if I'm not going to like hang out with you?
You wanted to be in the lap.
Why am I not in the fucking lap?
You wanted to be the boy in the lap.
I want to be in the boy lap. And I literally was like, what the literal fuck? So then I get up, go talk to like the guy with the dog and his partner, because like they're really, really cool and chill, and I was just like having a fun time with them. And then food gets there, pizza, and I was like, okay, this is my time to like dip. Like I was like, this is so corny. I don't know why I'm even here. I fucking hate it. So then I go up to him, I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. And I was like very much like, I'm going. And he's like, I'm so sorry, like I've been like ignoring you. Like I'm really high. And I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's annoying.
The thing is, I'm like, he's high as fuck, so I'm not gonna be like, yeah, what the fuck is your problem? I don't want him to like trip and have a bad trip or something. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be in this moment. I'm gonna be like cool and calm and just be like, yo, it's cool. You do. I was like, you enjoy. I literally was like, you enjoy your high. I'm gonna go. So then I ended up like leaving. And he messaged me like the next morning, like with a meme, and he's like, "Oh my God, me starting the new work week." I completely ignored it. I was like, "You tried it." So now I'm like at the thing where I'm like, do I say like, "Hey, you really fucking pissed me off the other day"?
Is it worth? Do you want to?
Is it worth that? Because I don't really care.
Want to continue a friendship, or
I mean,
like
I'm okay
a
with like a
whatever
friendship,
shit.
but I'm not like, we ain't gonna fucking talk. Like now I'm like, I was entertaining the idea of like, oh man, we can start talking again, because he was really cool when we were dating, and I was one that pulled away. Mm-hmm. You know my attachment style. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that pulled away, so I was like, oh, maybe we can like rekindle something. And now I'm literally like, you tried it.
I feel like it's not even worth it to say anything unless you want to try to talk to him more.
Well, and also like if he's like,
sorry.
If he said sorry again to me,
then I would be like,
then I'd be like, honestly, yeah, what you pulled was like such bullshit. Like the fact that I even went into that situation, didn't really know anyone, and you just like left me to fend for myself is like wild to me. Didn't you like we barely even talked like while we were there.
Yeah, it's fucked.
So I ended up leaving and being like, how did I have a good experience on the Friday pool party and then like the shittiest one on Sunday?
I know.
Like it's so annoying.
Bummer.
I was literally like
1 for 2.
1 for 2.
1 for 2.
I'm gonna do it again.
There you go.
Eventually, like I'm sure I'll do it again. But it was just like, it's kind of annoying when you go there expecting like someone that you're flirting with, talking with, to like hang out with them, like for them, and then you see them potentially getting a handy in the jacuzzi. What the fuck? You're getting a handy in the jacuzzi. Are you pounding someone too? Someone's on his level. You could have been pounding him too.
Honestly, probably.
Probably you.
You did leave early.
I left early. Who knows?
So who knows?
So I was literally like, this is such a fucking annoying ass
I know.
thing.
I'd be annoyed too.
Oh, I was so annoyed. And I was like, fuck pride.
You like,
Just kidding.
You go into Sally Hands at your or whatever.
And I'm like,
you're tearing down the gondolas. I wanted a handy.
Where was mine? No, but the thing is, like, because they all knew each other, I was the odd one out.
Right.
So I feel automatically like, I feel
like if you invite a friend to something you're hosting, and you know this friend is on the outs, like it's someone who hasn't met this friend group, doesn't know these people, it's kind of your responsibility to like, maybe introduce them to some people, maybe be like, come with me in the jacuzzi, or just like, not babysit, but like
definitely like be
inviting, be a little more inviting to that person. So yeah, he was high on shrooms, so he wasn't worried about that at all.
100%. And I didn't realize that he was like, oh yeah, I'm high on shrooms. That I'm like, oh, that like totally made him like, fuck it, like don't give a fuck.
I would have just left. I wouldn't have even told him I'm leaving, but I know you wanted to be like, I know you wanted it. You wanted to be like,
I wanted to be such a bitch.
You did. I know you did. You wanted to be like, bitch, I'm leaving. Fuck this shit.
I wanted to be like, I
know.
This was such a flop.
Yeah.
And whatever you just pulled right now, this bullshit. No, it's not for me.
No.
But because he was so high, I was like,
you can't argue with that.
I'm not gonna even argue with you right now.
Because it's like,
and I don't even want you to like have like a crazy experience. Like you never know. Like people on shrooms, like they could trip in a bad way. So I'm like, what? I was like, I'm not gonna make you trip badly.
Shrooms
I'm just gonna do my own
make
thing.
you so happy.
That's what I figured too. But I was like, some people have bad experiences.
He's like
they do
attacking
happen.
you.
So I was like, I don't want to activate anything weird. So I'm just gonna keep it cute, keep it moving.
Right.
But that literally was just like happened yesterday, 2 days ago.
And you won't let it happen again.
I was like, you want me to invite me there again? Tripping. So yeah, I was like, I'm not. I just feel so out of it, and it's sad because like there's a lot of like clickiness in the gay community, and it can just feel so weird being put in those situations where you're not really like accepted or wanted because of how people look at you and treat you.
Yeah.
So you automatically feel like standoffish too. So you're kind of like, okay, well, I don't want to talk to you anyway. You know?
Very interesting. Well, I'm sorry that you had a shitty. Oh, I know.
What was your pit?
My pit is I love a little kiss of Botox.
We love
Just a kiss.
a kiss.
Kiss.
A whisper.
A whisper even. And sometimes I accidentally get too much in my forehead and it makes my eyelids droop.
No.
And baby, one of my eyelids, I literally have to pick it up like this to blend eyeshadow, and then it folds like 3 layers under. I want you to look at it. I'm gonna blink. I have like normally one crease in my eyelid where the eyelid, there's one line normally. Yeah. Okay, I want you to look at this eyelid over here.
Now. Oh, there's a couple. I see it. There's like an extra. Yes.
And this is happening. I kind of
Botox will do that.
It'll get you because I get too much in my forehead. So
it's like
caveman.
Got it. You're giving Neanderthal.
So it got me, and I can't really wear eyeshadows right now because I am.
So you're giving clean girl aesthetic currently.
Clean girl.
Oh, honestly, it's just liner.
Hear me out. And as a Botox user yourself, would you rather just go ahead and get like a fuck ton in your forehead and have a droopy eyelid for a few weeks and it lasts longer, or not get enough and your eyelid be great?
I want more in my forehead.
I want more in my forehead.
I'm sorry,
I will sacrifice.
I'll take the slight.
Because you know it starts to wear off quick.
And it's also so subtle.
Girl.
Like, only you kind of notice things like that.
Yep.
Whereas the forehead lines,
everyone sees that.
Everyone will see a line in that
You look
hand.
refreshed.
You look so sickening. Tell me why.
Ain't nobody's talking about the eyelid, but they will
and the thing is, like, they can see
wrinkles.
you and be like, damn, look at that fucking... No one's gonna be like, damn, look at that creasy ass eyelid.
But they will say, look at that smooth glazed forehead.
Look at that glazed
forehead. And to me, it's like a pick because it's like, damn, it got me. But it's gotten me before in the eyelid area, and I'll fucking do it again. Y'all, I deserve it.
Do it again.
I deserve this.
You deserved it.
I deserve it.
You absolutely deserved it. You deserve the Neanderthal hit.
Whenever I get the Neanderthal, you would say that word. That's when I know I got good Botox.
Laura, soon it's gonna be your forehead, your fucking eyebrows into your eyes like this.
That's how I'm about to be looking.
No, literally know that like this.
Baby,
you guys.
I love Botox.
Me too. I'm obsessed.
I love Botox.
It's been such a lovely experience for me, and I've done it for almost 10
People are always
years.
like, when should they start? When should they start?
I think you should start whenever you feel like you want to start.
When you want to start.
However,
whenever you want to.
I started when I was starting to notice emoting's. Like maybe like when I was like 25 is when I was like starting to notice like lines forming, and I was like, if I do this now and I just start like very small amounts, then maybe I would just like prevent those wrinkles from happening. So by doing that, now I actually don't have any lines on my forehead at all from when I started younger. And then now as I'm older, I still kind of get this, not same amount, I get a little bit more, but it's the same thing. And a lot of people are always like, they tell me that I don't look like I'm 33, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Like I feel like it's like because I've gotten like Botox or things like to help my
thanks,
like
I
lines.
did plastic surgery.
Thank you. I actually altered my whole face. So I think it's just like things like that where I was just aware that I was like forming these lines quickly, and the Botox, to me it's so minimal and it's so
it
really
doesn't last
non-invasive.
either
It
that
doesn't
long.
last forever.
So don't think that like you're gonna get it and this is the new you. Trust me.
Months.
And then the older you get and the more you get it, the less it lasts. So
And
it'll turn into
out.
a couple of weeks, and the more you work out. So for me, I started getting in my late 20s, like early 30s consistently because I noticed I had these 3 lines on my forehead that just stayed there after I was done with the emotion. Like after I was done wrinkling up my forehead.
Like,
Yep. I was like, now. Why are these still there?
Why are y'all still there?
So it did take a couple rounds of consistently get it. And now when my Botox is wore off, the wrinkles are also still not there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's why I like it, because I feel like it's it's nice that when I'm no longer emoting and you see the wrinkles happening, there's no lines.
There's no
formed.
lines anymore.
Where I'm like, okay, dope. Like if I'm not emoting at all, and I'm literally just doing like talking like this, maybe smooth.
And we get movable Botox. You can be frozen solid, but I like to move just a little.
A kiss.
A kiss.
Yeah, I like how you're like, I like to move. You lifted your brow, like nothing.
Nothing moved, did it?
No.
All right, I got like
You're
2 more weeks of being frozen.
You're like, I love to just get movable.
I'm like this. I love to move.
No, literally, that is. Because me right now, it's like, you guys, I'm so mad right now.
It's you. That's you at the pool party.
I was like this.
He's like, really? Because you seem great. You seem happy.
Yeah.
No, you seem fine.
No, I'm really mad.
You don't
I'm
seem
so
mad.
mad right now.
You don't seem mad.
I fucking hate you.
Manny's definitely not mad. Thank you to L'Oreal for sponsoring this episode of Full Coverage. This podcast is presented by Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal Paris. Do you want to know what my go-to mascara has been lately, Manny?
What is it?
The L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise Mascara. Have you tried it?
Yeah, girl, it's so
Girl,
freaking good.
It
the
does.
volume.
It gives you length too. So it's so rare that a mascara actually gives you that length and volume.
Also, I feel like the clean girl vibe, baby, it's out. Like let's bring the big bold lashes back, because truly I am a lash queen.
I also love the fluffy bristles on the brush because it helps my lashes to give them this fuller look.
And it lasts all day. Like that's the cool thing about it too, is that you can put it on in the morning. It's going to last you the entire day into the night. Add another layer for nighttime. Do a cute little moment in the morning.
With no flaky fallout either. It's the best part. So you guys can drop the falsies. Lash Paradise Mascara gives you all the drama you need for your lashes. And you can order Lash Paradise now on Amazon.
Support for today's episode comes from One Skin. You guys, if you have sensitive skin, you know how hard it can be to find a product that doesn't really irritate your skin. But today's sponsor, One Skin, makes it so much easier. Their topical supplements are formulated with soothing ingredients and natural antioxidants. Plus, they're gentle enough to use every day, even if you have sensitive skin.
What I like about them is their approach in treating aging skin. So for most skincare on the market, it's designed for a temporary reduction of visible signs of aging, addressing the surface symptoms of the underlying decline in the skin's health. But with One Skin, they combine tissue engineering, data analysis, and cutting-edge longevity science to create the world's most effective product to target skin's aging. One Skin believes in the purpose of skincare. It's not just to improve how we look, but to optimize our skin's biology.
Love it. You guys, One Skin is the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspect of aging, One Skin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. Get started today with 15% off using code FOOL at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code FOOL. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. That was him as I'm talking to him.
That was him.
100%.
Well, you want to dive into Miss Kylie Cosmetics?
Let's dive, well, just to Kylie Jenner in general, to be honest.
Miss Jenner.
The Kylie Jenner branch.
So
The tree.
first of all, let's go back and remember 2016 through 2018. Anything Kylie launched was like the biggest.
Promoted even. Anything she promoted.
Was the biggest deal ever.
Remember
Like,
Swirl lip liner from MAC?
oh yes,
Wanna talk
before
about
the
Miss
lip
Swirl?
kits. Before the lip kits.
That's what started the lip kit journey, was of how viral she was making these lip
And her lip filler.
liners and her lip filler, and how everything looked. That mini blue bob.
Child.
I remember that blue
King
bob.
Kylie.
King Kylie era.
You better bring King Kylie back.
Yeah, I remember Miss King Kylie.
So it was like anything she came out with, everybody had to jump at it and do a full dedicated review, us included. It was just like the biggest thing ever. And now it is really crickets. And there's so many celebrity brands now. I will say Kylie was really early on in getting her toes in the celebrity brand. And that's where she cashed the fuck out. Which is cool because she
100%.
was like early on doing it. And now it's like every celebrity has a makeup brand now. Which also I feel like kind of wiped out a lot of influencer makeup brands. Because I feel like the celebrities figured out what we were doing to make money. And they were like,
We wanted that too.
we're gonna go ahead and do that. So there's that, and I feel like because she was so early on, she had a lot of eyes on her brand because not a lot of celebrities have beauty brands,
Right.
But now,
But the thing is, I also felt like at the time, maybe it's just me, I think that when she was promoting the lip kits, when it was just about the lip kit era, it was so like a genuine partnership. I think it was her first brand like adventure on her own, doing something, and it was all about lips and making it, you know, lip kits that like you could recreate what Kylie had and you go on you. And like I think there was a lot of hype around that because that was what she was already doing, and you could tell that she really loved doing it. And I think that now that we're in 2024 and you see things happening along the brand world for her, it doesn't seem like it has that genuine love and passion that she once had for Kylie Cosmetics, as well as the 7 other brands that she had.
I also think it seems like anytime an independent sells their company to a bigger investor, I don't know as if it's the individual, like Kylie herself is no longer as interested in it because she's not running the company anymore, because Cody spent $600 million on a 51% stake in Kylie Cosmetics.
In 2020.
So that was 4 years ago. So it kind of just seems like after 2020, maybe it's like, okay, they can take the reins now. Like, I'm not doing all this shit anymore. Like, and I guarantee you, and I don't know this for a fact, but how most investors work, like as the influencer, the face of the brand, you owe them a certain amount of posts a month, or you have to promote the brand. They're not just going to not put that in the contract and be like, by good faith, you're still going to promote this brand. I'm sure
you're going to be heavily involved. You're still the face of the brand. We just now own the majority of the brand.
Majority. That 51 means because she is 49%, they have the upper arm in the decisions 100%. On the company. That's where that 1% comes in.
Well, that's why she, got such a huge payday for it.
$600 million, you guys.
That's insane, because the thing is, they've actually recently they started showing graphs of what Kylie Cosmetics was making in the last 4 years, and it doesn't even pale in comparison to 600 million. So in my mind, I'm like, is Cody screaming?
So they haven't made their money back?
No.
Cody hasn't made their
no. Because even like in the 4 years.
They bought it 4 years ago.
I know, even in the 4 years, I think it's like she was making like 35 million one year. And it just keeps going down from there.
It ticks down every year.
It ticks down every year. So it's like, let's say they made 60 million 2021, but then they made 30 2022. Then it's like, let's say 25, then 20. It's like, they're not even close to hitting the 600 million mark, not even like by a long shot, by hundreds of thousands of, oh my God, hundreds of millions. They're off by hundreds of millions, actually.
So do you think like this overall, unless Cody just stays at the stake for the next like 20 years with the cosmetics, do you think they'll ever get their money back out?
Maybe for like 20, if they.
But they're not even going to make a profit then.
I know. Like it would literally have been.
You would have to surpass
an investment
of nothing. For all that work, all that payout, and they're still spending money on the brand.
Oh, absolutely. You still have to put the POs in. You still have to do the shoots, the campaigns, like everything. Like, yeah, they might be making 35 million, but what is their overhead? How much are they spending for the brand?
I feel like after Cody took their bite and bought in, because Cody also bought into Skin Cosmetics, because I ordered from both and they both come from Cody.
Yeah.
And they both come from the same distributor. So they're in cahoots, which, I mean, that's whatever. I'm sure they just have a distributor out there in Calabasas or something that's shipping both the brands. But I noticed, so after 2020 Cody buys in, this is when Kylie opens the threshold of launching anything and everything.
Every brand possible. She's like, all right, got that one taken care of. Cosmetics is sold off 51%. Now let's get our hands deep in Kai Clothing, Kai Swim, Baby Kai, Kylie Skin, Kylie Fragrance, Kylie Cosmetics, which we had from the jump, an investor in Glow Beverages, and now the vodka spritzer Sprinter. Y'all, that's so much.
Crazy.
Honestly, like, I'm all about an entrepreneur, but like when you to me, it's about spreading yourself too thin and not. Because she has so many things. It almost is, I feel like, overwhelming the consumer. If you have put your name and attached yourself to so many things, you kind of run yourself thin on other aspects, right? You can't give 100 to everything. It's impossible. So it's like, wouldn't you want to do like, let's say like one main thing, and if you want to branch out 2 or 3 other things, but like the fact that there's been the Kai Swim, the Kai Baby, the Kai Skin, the Kai Clothing right now, Sprint, everything, there's so many things that I feel like people are almost like inundated with product.
Yeah.
And it's almost like overwhelming them, where they're like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, we can't spend this much money on all these different things,
feels
even
like
if they're
she's
fans.
running it into the ground.
Right. Literally, and I feel like there's actually been a lot of talk about, Kylie and honestly the whole Kardashian family about their brands and things that they've been doing, and like how it's like not been working in capacities compared to how it's been, let's say 2016, 2017. And I do feel like there has been a slight decline in the Kylie Cosmetics specifically, being that I'm like more in the cosmetic world, and you don't see people like review their stuff anymore. You don't see like hype around it as much anymore.
Even whenever they do events, like it used to be like such a big deal for them to do events, and now you don't really even hear about them as much.
No, you don't. Mind you, like I will say, like I'm not even on Kylie's PR list anymore. Like they might have like taken off a ton of people. Like they want to keep it to a certain vibe, certain thing. Like absolutely. But I think that when that happens too, it just lessens the overall like hype around something. If you're if you want to be more like, let's say, strategic about your PR people or strategic about certain things, like then you're not gonna get that like maybe hype that you might want in an overall way, because you're trying to keep it so like niche and so posh almost.
So I was also noticing too, like not only is she taking a bite out of everything, which this has been broken down for the D'Amelios too, how their businesses seem to tank because they did the exact same thing. It's like, let's just try to get a cash grab out of anything.
Right.
Kylie Cosmetics alone has already done 6 launches this year. That's a whole launch a month. And if you go to her Instagram, it's a quick post. It's a couple IG stories and like an Instagram post, and you never hear about it again.
Right. Like it's not.
She's launched so much. She's got 8 other brands she's got to promote
keep up with.
Kylie Swim, they never brought it back. Kylie Baby doesn't launch anything anymore. Kylie Skin, not that I knows, has launched anything anymore. And from what I understand correctly, like I think she launched some stuff with Kylie Cosmetics, and it was like days later she launched her fragrance. So it was just like, what is going on?
I think she launched her the lip balms.
Oh, the lip balms. Yep, the lip butters.
The lip butters, and then literally I think weeks later it was like Kylie fragrance.
Yeah.
Like, and now like obviously diving into like the fragrance category with Kylie Cosmetics. And that was like a bigger launch because I feel like I saw more about that in comparison to like the other things. I saw a lot more about the fragrances, so they probably put a lot more effort into it. But when you see that there's been 6 launches and you're kind of like, whoa, like that, like the fact that she launched foundation, that was this year. I was like, oh my God, I feel like she launched foundation a year ago. Like I forgot like that was even a thing. And I think that again, when you're running yourself too thin with so many other brands, you can't focus on like your one thing.
Right.
How could you? Because literally, how could you? She also has like the show that she has to keep up with. She is probably quite a very busy person. She has children.
She has to be busy.
Like she's probably swarmed.
No matter how much help you have, if you own like 7 to 8 brands,
Diva.
Girl.
Diva. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't even know how
her whole page
she does it.
Is nothing but her brand. Like she must do 3 photo shoots a week.
100%.
I mean, I'm like, and they're all really well done photo shoots.
Yeah,
and like
beautiful.
The websites are beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. And to be honest with you, I have tried a lot of the new Kylie makeup that's come out, and it's really good.
Yes.
It's good
and
product.
It looks beautiful. It looks really well done.
But every brand makes good products.
Right.
Now, so it has to be more than that. And now we're already as like a beauty community, not gurus, but just like everybody, the audience too, the consumer. We're all overwhelmed by how many beauty brands we already have and like the dump of products with this brand. But I mean, Cody's probably like, we got to get our money back.
That's probably why they're launching as much as they are, because they are thinking like, well, shit, like we haven't recouped our coin in 4 years and we're still very far off. We need to have a launch a month at least. So they're probably in charge of like the launch schedule, and she's like the face of it, like promoting them, doing it. She's probably being like, yes, I like that. No, I don't like that. But I think that truly there's something about like a brand owner, when like, let's say a small business owner, right? Let's say like us. I think that you can really genuinely see like a passion and love that we have for our brands and the work that we put into it, and you know, having launches and making sure the launches are amazing and the best that they can be, and the products the best that they can be. I think you can see that, and I think that people enjoy getting to tell like that someone truly like worked so hard, or like they've killed themselves to make something happen, like to make their dreams happen in a launch, right? Whereas when you see someone own 7 brands, and it's just like it just feels so like, girl, am I literally just like a drop in the bucket? Like, am I a drop in the bucket?
And it's like, look at Kim. While she has closed the doors to a lot of brands, she's not trying to run 6 different brands. She's narrowed it. She got rid of the fragrance. She got rid of the makeup, and she's narrowed it down to 2 brands. Skims, which is killing the whole market. I mean, it is just like one of the biggest brands. The way they've structured that is genius. And then I think her skincare line with some makeup coming out occasionally. So not too many launches either.
Absolutely.
Just like so not. Just like really taking their time with it, taking their time promoting it. I feel like that's what's working.
I mean, look at Kendall with the
818.
818. It's very popular. It's very successful.
It is.
It's like the one thing that she kind of does. It seems like it's very honed in. Lemmy. Good American.
They hone in.
Like they've kind of honed in.
But Miss Kylie over here, I wonder like what it is, why she thinks it's a good idea. I guess the cash grab.
The more is more aspect of it. I don't know. I think that I feel like you can see more passion in some of the other sisters. I was actually like, it's funny because when we were doing this episode, I was like, I feel like if you guys like something like this, like about Kylie, I was like, I think it would be fun to do more of a deep dive on like the Kardashians/Jenners as a whole about the topics. But I do think that, like, for example, even with 818 with Kendall, I feel like Kendall is very passionate about her tequila line, and she does like a lot of appearances, and she does like a lot of promotions, and she does like all this stuff for 818. She's like dedicated,
and they're not coming out with new tequilas every week.
Right.
It's like, this is our line, and she's constantly promoted it, and it works. It's so popular.
Yep, and it's popular, and people love it.
It's so popular. Also, I was gonna say Kylie is in Ulta.
Yes.
So Kylie's brand's in Ulta. So is Skin's not in Ulta. It was Kim's old line.
Yes.
Kim's old KKW was in Ulta as well. But Kylie is in Ulta, and now Ulta has branched out into Targets.
Yep.
And now they are trying to get Kylie into Targets.
Well, they are. It's happening. So Kylie Cosmetics is now coming to Ulta in Target, and Target actually did recently a little post on IG like showing like their red cart turning pink. It was actually really cute. The video was really cute.
Very cute.
A lot of people assumed that it was like Glossier or like the pink sauce was coming or like
Not
Victoria's Secret. Yes, it was literally like random ass shit that the people were commenting in the video, being like, "Oh my god, I cannot wait to see like what you're doing. Oh my god, I can't wait to have pink baskets." Like they just thought it was something different. So when Kylie came into the picture, they were literally like
so mad,
pissed.
I will say this. It's always hard for me to take seriously mean comments under a Kardashian thing because they're always mean.
Right.
So there could be a ton of excitement for it realistically, and like it could do really well in Target. But it's like if it's Kim on American Horror Story, if it's Kylie in Target, it's just all gonna be negativity.
It's like their name's attached to the negativity almost.
Exactly.
Because it was on Target's page. It wasn't on their page. It was on Target's page.
Right.
So it was Target that was getting all the hate for.
So you see, whenever something's always negative, it's hard to be like, will this do good? Because like the comments are always negative.
See, is that not the point though? Is that not the whole point of like the fact that they're so negative? Like the
people
comments
just
about
have
them, they just hate them.
People will just have very strong opinions about them.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
either love them a lot or they hate them a lot. And like hate comments will always factually get more likes on them.
And
they're
they'll
more
just
spicy.
like obviously fill in the comments compared to like the positive ones.
Right.
But they've gotten worse.
Yeah.
Over time. I don't know if you noticed like the brand stuff. I think that all these things combined make it where it's like, girl, what's going on? So it's almost like if you have all these constant check marks in like a negative way, they're gonna then the comments are gonna just stay negative constantly, and if not get worse. Like you know what I mean? So people I think that people are aware and they know that it's giving cash grab vibes. So they're gonna automatically want to think like it's giving cash grab vibes and comment those things too.
Where do you think Kylie Cosmetics is going to be in the next 5 years?
Girl.
I know.
I don't know. I feel like they're going to continuously launch crazy shit on this journey. That they're going to keep, producing so many things. I think she's going to dive more into the fragrance because that was a success. I think they're going to do more fragrances for Kylie Cosmetics.
For sure.
I think they're going to do, I don't know if they're going to do like humongous launches, like always foundation ranges, like things like that, because it's like so much capital that goes into something like that. I think they're going to continue to try to innovate and do more launches, because recently like Kylie Cosmetics did like a rebranding, and then like the last year it's been rebranded, so it's like they're going to try to probably go into this wave until it like they literally just can't do it anymore, and then it'll probably just fizzle off into the distance, and then Kylie will jump onto the next brand.
You know who I think does a really good job with celebrity brands and not overdoing it is her best friend Haley.
Oh my god, slays.
Haley honed in on the skin for a long time, and then she noticed the lips what took off, so she honed in on the lips, and then it was months and months and months and months of just the lips, and coming out with
more
same product, different colors, different but it was like the same product, really honed in, really showed her using it 24 for months, not a week, not 2 posts. And then now she's doing cream blushes. But I mean, look how long it has taken her to come out with even Kylie posted the cream blushes and was like, finally talking about Hailey. And I'm like, no. You need to take a note out of her book, which she doesn't really get a choice anymore because Cody owns most of her company.
Right.
But if she could take a note out of Hailey's book, this is how it should be.
Yes.
Because now just those cream blushes alone are so highly talked about. They're so hyped up. They're on all the brand pages. Everyone's excited to get them because it's like finally a new launch from Rhode. We're so excited. The ColourPop Morphe standard of just dumping out product 24/7. It's not the vibe anymore.
It's not. People don't like that. I just think that they're over the like almost like capitalism, consumerism vibes of that, and just being like, we get what it is. I think it's just an over inundation of like just so much product. And like I do like what Rhode is doing with it. I feel like Hailey is very passionate about Rhode. I feel like you can tell. I think she's passionate about the blushes coming out. You can see it constantly. Her little phone case is the Rhode lip thing. Like I feel like she genuinely really cares about her brand, and you can tell.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a huge like win in my book. Like for me, I'm way more likely to want to support and buy things from Rhode Beauty or Rhode Skin compared to, let's say, Kylie Cosmetics, where it's like I don't even feel like the connection anymore. Whereas like I genuinely feel the connection with Hailey.
Even
and
when
her
Rhode
brand.
had a bad launch with the gritty lip balm,
Yeah.
like she got a bad launch in there. I feel like people were less, while they did pop off about that one, but they were less likely to try to take the brand down over a bad launch.
They're less critical.
They're less critical about the brand because they can tell, like, it seems smaller. It doesn't
And
seem
it's a smaller
like
brand.
here's 87 products, a cash grab. Like it's like very niche, and you know, so I feel like people are just like way less critical, and you get a lot of that backlash when people, they have less mercy for you when they feel like everything is just a cash grab.
100%. I think that they can tell more when it's like, let's say, like you could obviously the grit is like a production issue. Like, duh. Like we know that she's not approving. Like, let me approve this lip balm with grit in it. Like,
Right.
obviously, you know that it's a PD issue. Like it was already created. They got the whole samples, and they probably had no idea it was even happening. So it's like you're gonna give grace to that because you know what she was doing, what she was approving was something that she really loved.
Yeah.
It just so happened that the production and whatever happened at the lab did not create what was approved
Right.
originally. So I think people now they're more aware, and I think that they're giving her more grace for that because they can tell that she actually cares about her brand. I feel like, you know, she cares about Rhode, and it makes me like Rhode more.
Same.
You know, and I feel like not only do the products work, like they're actually really, really good. I feel like I can tell.
I feel like if
There's a heart to it.
Kylie
There's
just
heart.
honed in, let's cut the skin, cut the baby. We already cut the swim. I think we should cut the investment in Glow Beverages. I think we should cut the Sprinter. And we focus in on the Kai clothing and the Kylie Cosmetics, and that be it. I feel like there could be something there.
So Kai clothing is just like Kai, right? It's like that's just like
It's an investment brand though, because a lot of people.
Or she's like the face of it or something.
Yeah, she's the face of it.
Okay.
But it's not like 100% her brand. It's like
Got
a company did it for her, and she's just the face of
Like
the
a
brand.
capsule brand. Like
Yeah,
they'll
it's like a
launch
capsule
couple
brand.
things.
Yep.
I feel like if she were to hone in on that, I could not agree more. I think that it's the other avenues that get a little crazy. And the thing is, what would make it different? I will say what's nice about Sprinter is it had nothing to do with the Kylie's name.
Yeah.
Sprinter, in a way, if people just like the product, it could last on its own. Like it could do its own thing.
I'm sure
if
that's
Kylie
her goal.
wasn't. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like maybe that's like what she's trying to do now is like not have her name as attached to these things. So it's like if people like it, they just like it because they like it, not because it's her thing.
Right.
You know. So I wonder if like they're starting to think about like, oh, bitch, like let's not call it Kai Printer.
Hi. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Kendall's done a really great job. If you hear 818, I mean, you know whose brand that is. You know that's a Kardashian Jenner brand.
For sure. But it's been so successful because it's like the one thing that she does.
Yeah, the one thing that she's honed in, Rhode
like,
Skin, the one
product.
thing that Hailey does, the one thing, and it's like, and like even with Kim, like I know Kim has had, but she closes. It seems like she closes the door to a brand before she launches a bunch of others.
Totally.
You know, it seems like, and that's okay. I think that's totally okay.
Well, it's like if it doesn't work,
so
like she
doesn't
doesn't
work,
like it, then
you can get rid of it, then start over, then great. And I feel like Kim has really done that with Skim.
Well,
Skims.
absolutely. Well, now I think that because Skims is so successful,
So successful.
she's like, oh, bitch, like this is something I need to really capitalize. And look at her now doing like Skims Men. incorporating other different like lines
It's
and
so
launches
cool.
inside Skims. Like
Yeah.
it's so fucking cool. And I'm like, oh my God, I can be part of it too. Like I enjoy the Skims line a lot. And that's like a testament to Kim being really smart about her brands and being aware. I think she's just aware.
Yeah.
She's aware of like what is successful for her and what works for her. And she's going to do what she feels is successful.
Honestly, I feel like I relate to it a little bit too because I have Laura Lee Los Angeles and I've had that since 2017. And then I felt myself transitioning out of being your beauty guru who reviews products for a living into a little more lifestyle-y and wanting to show so much more. But with that, because I'm not doing eyeshadow tutorials multiple times a week and I'm not doing as many makeup reviews, it felt very disingenuous and like crazy for me to keep coming out with these makeup products that I'm not really wearing anymore as much. But however, with Minim, I wanted to create a brand where it wasn't me facing.
Right.
I wanted to create a brand where it wasn't niche. I wanted a brand where I could create different products under one umbrella. So it wasn't like Laura Lee Los Angeles is strictly cosmetics.
Right.
And I wanted something with some wiggle room in it. And that's Minim. But because I'm one person and all my time and energy really does go into Minim and to making it right and great, I've had to take a step back from Laura Lee Los Angeles. And it sucks because in a perfect world, I would love to do both.
Of course, but it's like you're one person.
I'm one
This is
person.
like what we're talking about is like, so imagine you doing that, doing all the things that you do with the two brands. Imagine having 6.
And like actually launching stuff with all of them and trying to run these.
Girl,
Like
just can't
promoting.
even
There's
fathom.
no way. There's no way.
I just don't even know how it's possible. So I mean, I got to give Kylie props on that because
the girl has to be
she
doing a
working.
photo shoot,
She's
baby,
doing something
every day.
Like she is working.
I swear to God, she's in the hair and makeup chair 7 days a week photo
100%.
shoot. Because I'm like looking at all the content she posts and it is promoting all the different brands. But I'm like, damn, like these are all different shoots. Like this is crazy.
I know. I mean, you got to give the girl props for working hard. Like she clearly does a lot.
Yeah.
But
Is
I feel
it
like
too much?
Is it too much? Right. So it's like, has it fallen on deaf ears at this point?
Well, I think the cosmetics definitely has. As much as I've enjoyed my products that I bought from Kylie Cosmetics, and I think they're really good quality. It's hard for the people to attach the heart to it, you know?
No, and I think that's a really big part. I think that consumers are just like more aware and more smart, and they want to know that their money is going to someone that really cares about their thing.
I do feel like if she got rid of everything, but maybe just one other and did just Kai, because I feel like she could do 2. Like that's not the end of the world. I feel like she could get Kylie Cosmetics numbers way back up,
back on track. Because the thing is, because all her focus would go back to being about that. I think that's like the part. It's like you minimize your focus in the one thing because you're focused on so many things.
right?
Like instead of being like a master of one thing, you're like decent at everything else. I don't know the
like
saying.
A master of one, a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes, so it's almost like that. Like she's not doing bad necessarily at all those things, but she could be like really great at like a few, at like 2.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments like what you think. Do you think we're hitting the nail on the head? What do you think? It's just like Kylie Cosmetics, that era is over, or do you think it's because the amount of brands she's launching?
Do you have advice, like what as a piece of advice that you could give? Just
If
like
you
out of
can
there?
give Kylie, I might not better ask them. Like, if you give Kylie a piece of advice, they're like, go to hell.
Go to hell, bitch. We ain't doing shit that you say.
Ciao.
You right.
You right.
You're right. Yeah, I think that it's more the focus thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Full Coverage. Next week's episode is going to be a juicy one because we're going to allow each other to ask each other any question that we want to ask.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
And I got some dirty stuff for you.
I can't wait to just be a nasty freak with you.
Exposed. I'm a nasty girl. Nasty, nasty girl. I've been a nasty girl.
That's literally us.
I literally walk around my house saying that 24/7.
I can imagine you say that. I'm a nasty girl.
All right, guys, we love you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.